Hello, good afternoon, teachers. I'll begin to start with my science majorship with this one, the biological science. I'll begin to have a differentiation between meiosis and mitosis. As you can remember, if those who have been a member of my Gen Ed groups or review groups, I have discussed there about cell division, the basics about meiosis and mitosis. Okay, anyway, so as we proceed, I'll begin to discuss their differences, what makes them different. Okay, so the first one here is meiosis and mitosis. As you can see, they're the first one. The first differences is on the kind of cells. Okay. So, meiosis is taking place in the gamete cells. When we say gamete cells, those are sex cells. For females, we have egg cells. In the males, we have sperm cells. Okay? So, that's meiosis. It takes place in the gamete cells. And also, mitosis is happening it takes place in the somatic cells. Other words for somatic is, we call it body cells. Okay? Now, why is this so? Because mitosis, that's why it's called gamete cells, because they're involved in the formation of gametes and maintenance of the chromosome number of a race. Okay, so of a race, they only their function is for the maintenance of the number of chromosomes of a certain race. Okay, next, whereas mitosis only takes place in the functions in healing and repair. Basically, because this one is happening, mitosis is happening in somatic cells or body cells. So their function is to just heal and repair those broken tissues and stuff like that. Okay, usually, and also their mitosis is doing on or responsible for the growth of a certain organism. Okay, cell division in the body cells also. It's because of why organisms grow, living organisms grow. It is because also of this mitosis, which is the cell division in the body cells. Okay, there you go. Next one. Meiosis only takes place in the sexual organisms or sexually active organisms, or sexually reproducing organisms. Okay, so this can be trees and animals and stuff like that. Okay, next one. Somatic cell mitosis, is taking place, or it's taking place. Is taking place in the sexual and asexual reproducing organisms. Let's say asexual, shall we say those plants that are being caught or like marketed, or those kind of plant propagation. Mitosis is taking place there. It's happening in there. It is because the formation primarily of the roots. That's also parts of that. And yeah, there you go. Healing and as I told you, healing and repair. Okay, and the formation of the roots and the cut part of the plants which are being planted, like roses and stuff like that. Okay, next one. Divides twice. Meiosis divides twice. We have two stages of meiosis. As you can see, in the first stage, it produces two daughter cells, and then these two daughter cells, having the same number of chromosomes with the parent cells, are going to divide again in the second stage of cellular division, and these two daughter cells will produce two daughter cells, each of them. So in meiosis, actually, we have four daughter cells all in all after the cell division or cellular division is being completed. Okay, next one. Divides only one, mitosis. It is because one of the reasons is that, why meiosis also divides twice. It is because meiosis or the gamete cells must be half the number of chromosomes of the parent cells. Okay, as I told you, in the first stage there must only be the same number of chromosomes with the parents, which is 46. Now they're gonna divide again and then become haploid. Okay, when it's haploid, 23 chromosomes. Why? Because during fertilization, when these two sperm cell, these two gamete cells will meet and fertilize, the male gamete will fertilize the female gamete, it will form a 46 pair of chromosomes. Okay? No. 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay? Next one. Interphase precedes meiosis 1 but not in meiosis 2. Okay? Basically, after the first stage of the meiosis or meiotic division, cellular division, these two daughter cells will automatically divide again. So there's no such thing as like interphase, because interphase, actually this one is like a phase in cellular division before the real or the actual cell division happens. Okay. Next one, in mitosis, interphase occurs before cell division. Anyway, before cell division, it is because mitosis only divides once. Okay, they divide once. Next one, DNA replication in interphase 1 of meiosis 1 or first stage, but not in meiosis 2. That is where the DNA replication is taking place. It is during the interphase 1 of meiosis 1 or the first stage of the meiosis. I just write it here M1 or M2. Next one, DNA replication happens in interphase 1. Okay? Actually, in mitosis, that's the reason. Actually, this is just the basis is because actually we have 4 stages for each of the subdivision. They're just the same. We have prophase, anaphase, metaphase, and telophase. Okay, telophase is the last one, and prophase is the first one. In each of the mitosis or mitotic cellular division, mitotic 1 or the first mitotic cellular division, we have prophase 1, anaphase 1, metaphase 1, and telophase 1. In mitotic cellular division 2 or second stage, we have my anaphase, prophase 2, anaphase 2, metaphase 2, and telophase 2. Okay? Now, okay, longer prophase, that takes days. Why? Because the prophase stage of meiosis has also certain stages. That is also the reason why it takes so long for what's this? The meiotic cellular division prophase stage. Okay? But in mitosis, cellular division prophase 1 duration is only very short, and that only lasts for like 3 hours. Okay? But in meiosis, usually days. Okay? Next one, complex prophase. Oh, this is what I told you. It is because I told you earlier, there are more stages of the prophase. Okay? So that's why it's longer or complex. And simple because it just lasts for a few hours. Anyway, synapses of homologous chromosomes is happening on the prophase 1. But here in mitosis, there's no such thing as like synapses. Okay? Next one. Oh, yeah, this is what I told you, healing and repair and the formation of the gametes for meiosis and healing and repair for the mitosis. There you go. I'll begin to present more about the difference between meiosis and mitosis. Bye-bye.